All right, folks, it's me. I am bored out of my skull right now because everything's over and it went as I believed it would, as we all pretty much knew it would. And quite honestly, I don't even want to look at social media right now. I'm going to upload this, but one thing that has pretty much blown everyone's mind for the past 4 years is how everyone in the media, everyone in the DNC, academia, everyone goes after Donald Trump using language and tactics that would make anyone feel dirty. Okay, look at how the Democrats treated and talked about Donald Trump prior to his mentioning in any way that he was going to run for president. Look up Hillary in the 90s saying that we need more people like Donald Trump. Look up Oprah in the 80s talking to him and saying he should run. Look up any of it. And I swear my left eye is turned in. I think it's just the sty. Sorry. Got a little distracted there. But look it up. Until Donald Trump decided he was going to run for president, the Democrats loved him. They would beat down his door to get invited to parties, to beg for money. He donated to Republicans and Democrats alike. The man is as close to a true libertarian as you're going to find in Washington, D.C. right now. He is not a Republican. He is not a Democrat. He is Donald J. Trump. And he is going to be Donald J. Trump forever. He will never change how he thinks and how he acts and how he speaks. I have in my life known several New Yorkers, and those from New York City, Brooklyn, Queens, and the rest, are very blunt, very direct. One of them is very vulgar, and I count them all friends. They still, to this day, and I've known all but one of them for better than 20 years. The last one I met due to my joining a volunteer fire department, because we would meet people online, and then when they would vacation, we would vacation, we would always go to the local fire department and spend time with our extended family. And we would talk to them, and we would learn about them. We would learn about their cities and their areas of service, who was around, everything. I can remember going to Chicago in the early 2000s. This is before I actually joined the fire department, but a friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine, had been on his volunteer department for many years, and I spent a lot of time with that department. And I loved the camaraderie and the atmosphere at the fire department. So when I got to Chicago, I looked up the local fire station. And I went and I asked him, where do I need to go eat? Where do I need to go for music? All these things. And aside from feeding me lunch while I was there, which was amazing, they made sure that I enjoyed Chicago in a way, honestly, I don't know that I would have been able to without them. They made sure I knew the little hole-in-the-wall eateries that are better than any four-star restaurant you're going to go to. And, it's just who I am and who I've been for many years. And one of the New Yorkers, the one I've known only for maybe 8 or 9 years, he came down and was visiting my old fire department while I was there visiting them after I'd moved, and we became friends. He is extremely blunt. Honestly, he makes Donald Trump look like a minister in the way he talks. This guy is not going to pull his punches. But it's just the way he is. All of them still can't believe my accent. And you can hear I have very little of an accent right now. Part of working in telephone customer service, telephone reservations, telephone sales is knowing how to be understood by anyone who contacts me. When I worked on site at the hotel, we had a lot of people from Europe who came in, as we had an airport that dealt with Rolls-Royce. We had a lot of Germans, we had Italians, we had a lot of people who would come in due to Rolls-Royce. Pardon me. And I had to be able to get my accent away. If I get tired, you'll hear it. But we still make fun of each other. None of them, no matter who they're talking about, if they were in a professional setting where they were seeking a position that commands respect, none of them would have spoken the way Joe Biden spoke tonight. None of them would have spread lies like Joe Biden has for the last many months. None of them would have interrupted people like Chris Wallace did. Honestly, the Commission for Presidential Debates has jumped the shark, in my opinion. They've proven that they are beholden to the left. They are beholden to the Democratic National Committee. And I'm starting to wonder if it's time we just ended it. The format, and this is me as a public speaker and as a teacher talking, the format is wrong. They're doing 2 interviews at the same time, and Wallace allows Biden to rant and rave and ramble, allows him to interrupt President Trump, and Wallace interrupts President Trump all the time. This should be a parliamentary debate. The moderator is there basically to observe Robert's Rules of Order. The moderator is not there to give any prompts. The moderator is not there to ask anything or anything. One side will make their case, the other side will rebut, and back and forth and back and forth. If there are time limits imposed on either side, then the moderator will keep time. I've taken place in these debates, parliamentary. It is honestly both easier and harder to debate parliamentary style than it is to do Lincoln Douglas or whatever the hell they're saying this style is. Perhaps the moderator would, as there are going to be multiple debates, say the topics for tonight's debate are the economy, medical, taxes, and then allow whoever is chosen to open the debate to issue their statement. Then you go back and forth and you simply impose Robert's Rules of Order and time, if time is to be controlled. You're going to get more of a true picture of each person that way than any other style of debate. But the left doesn't want a debate. They want a forum where someone beholden to them and very friendly to them will let them run the show. It's wrong. It just is. Anyway, I'm going to finish up a little bit of my game, and then I'm going to bed. I will probably end up re-watching the debates several times over the next several days, and then I'll do a more thorough response to it probably this weekend. Who knows? I can tell you next week, we have a video posting tomorrow. I have a video posted tomorrow for class time, and I will be wrapping up the topic discussed tomorrow a week from tomorrow. From there, we begin to leapfrog through history. We're not going to look at every single year and day of American history. There's 244 of them. I've barely covered 12, maybe 15. there's not a way I could do 229 separate videos, even just covering 1 year at a time. Some years would take multiple, some years would take 30 seconds. So this will be very much the way you were taught history. It will be the significant events, it will be the significant legislation, and so on. And it will be the truth. Until next time, have a wonderful day.